What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After Sound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here in this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, well, as you can see, SPS is on a tear from about 1.3 cents. We are now up to 1.7, flirting with 1.8, and we have also burned yet another couple of million SPS since the last time I think I talked about it. So you can see we're almost at 10 million now. 9.9 million to be exact, but we're almost at 10 million SPS that has been burned for DEC. Now, keep in mind, it was just a couple of days ago that we were talking about like Aggie burning 1.5 million or 2 million or something like that. So we've continued to see SPS get burned. We've continued to see the supply of DEC increase. And I got to say, what I am most excited about is with land coming out on Tuesday, fingers crossed, of course, we are going to start burning even more SPS. Now, I know it's exciting, but at the same time, it's not going to be as big of an impact as you guys think. And what I'm talking about is the taxes that are not captured. And also, Farbitrad made sure to confirm that this is not going to lead to DEC coming in. All this SPS that gets burned from land, it's just going to get burned. So if you are not familiar with what I'm talking about, if you're not familiar with the white paper, essentially what's going to happen is every time somebody tries to mine SPS, it's going to get taxed 10%. Now, of that 10% that is taxed, keeps will be able to try and get 5%, and castles will be able to get 2%. So for sure, automatically, there's going to be a 3% burn of all SPS that comes out for land, right? Now, if keeps and castles are not able to acquire as much, or they're not able to capture as much of that tax, meaning that they don't have the production as high, then it'll be even more, right? Obviously, it's probably not going to be at a full 10%, but the minimum is going to be 3%. And I wouldn't be surprised, especially early on, if we see, if we see certain, castles and keeps that are not fully optimized, and maybe that rises to 4 or 5%. But even just looking at the 3%, all right, I ran the numbers, and we were doing 6.25 million SPS per month being given out for land. And so that pool has started about a year ago. So I've already reduced it by 1% over the last couple of months. It's about 5.5 million SPS per month from here on out. Again, that's going to continue declining. But if you just look at what 3% of that is, it's 160,000 SPS that just gets burned every month minimum, right? And over the course of the rest of the distribution, which is about another 4 years, probably even a little bit more than that, we would end up burning 7 million SPS in total, just from land, from not doing anything, like literally just land doing what it's going to do. We are going to burn all of that as part of the taxes. So that is actually quite exciting. Now, there is a big curveball that could be thrown to the mix here. It will be a proposal that I think Matt has talked about. When Land 2.0 is out, he's considering just completely shutting off the reward pool for land and maybe reallocating it somewhere else, or just giving it back to the DAO, because there's going to be so many other resources. So that could end up getting shut off. But it is cool to think about the fact that, well, we could just be burning like another 7 million SPS out of nowhere that just are just a part of, the function for land. Now, keep in mind, Land 2.0 is not coming anytime soon, or at least it doesn't seem like it. So we will continue to burn a significant amount, at least at, maybe 2 million over the next year, just due to the fact that, Land 2.0 is going to take a little while to come in. And while we're doing this with all the taxes and stuff, we're going to continue to burn. We'll probably end up burning more than 3% per month, which is actually going to be really exciting and be fun to track. So I don't know where that is going to be included here, but you can see as it stands, we've already burned 2.4% of the total supply of SPS, which is 3 billion tokens, right? There's still almost 59% that has not been minted. This is a great little visual here on Splinter Cards, so shout out to Splinter Cards. So there's still plenty of SPS to come down the line, but a lot of the sinks, right, have given out a ton on the front end, and they will be decreasing by 1% per month over the next couple of years. That being said, I'm still very excited. There's a lot of SPS being burned. We're seeing the flywheel in action, and I would say it's still relatively early days. There's other major catalysts, right? We have land right around the corner. There's also the Rebellion presale, which is going to go on for less than 5 days, right? We're under 5 days now until that is done, and then we are about 3 weeks away from the actual general sale of Rebellion. And if you think that, let's say the pre-sale sells out and it's 500,000 packs, if you think that's going to be enough for the current player base that we have, I don't think so. I'm not saying that we're gonna go and sell millions of packs, but I do think that once the general sale begins and once people see how fun these cards are to play with, how powerful they are, and how scarce they end up being, similar to like a Rift Watchers holding their value, I am actually very excited to see how many people end up then buying during the general sale in order to take advantage of those cards. If that ends up being the case, well, there's not enough DEC. We'll need to burn something, most likely SPS, although there's probably still a lot of reward cards that can be burned, but most likely SPS if the demand is high enough. So that is really exciting. Over the next 6 weeks throughout between now and the end of the year, there's a lot going on. And yeah, more SPS burning coming up, whether we want it or not. Literally just with land, it's whether we want it or not. There's going to be SPS burned, and that is super exciting. So that is all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I will catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.